Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing issue 83 and 84 of our Knight Rider build. Let's get going. Okay, so the reason I've sort of paired these two up, one, the issue 83 is not a lot, we're just adding some bits to the front wing left side, but issue 84 we've got these little bits, but also in issue 84 we're going to be attaching that left wing to the car, but also as well the hood as well, so we're going to need all that, but we'll get to that when we need to. So the first thing we're going to do is issue 83. Okay, so issue 83, we're just going to open the bag here, like so. We need that, and we need our left side, or right side I should say. I've been saying the left, but it's actually the right side, not the left side. Okay, so we're also going to need that little bit as well. And like I said, we're not going to be doing a lot, so let's get all this out. So there's the right hand side of the car. We're going to flip it over like this. We've got our indicator bracket just there, and that is going to sit in just like that. So that pokes through. Then we're going to hold the bracket in like so. May go the other way actually. Yep, goes the other way. Like so, and we're going to use FM screws to secure that in place. Okay, just like that. So the R goes the right way round. So that's a little bit like that. Also as well, I've noticed when obviously doing this, obviously this side indicators here do not light up, but at some point there must have been plans to actually light them up. Now if I just take my hand away a minute, you can see there is a little gap there. I don't know how well it's coming out on screen, but there's a little gap just here. It looks like a wire would go in. Obviously we don't wire it up. But anyway, 83 is done. So that's what we got in issue 83. So in issue 84, which we're going to do right now, we're going to need our car, the bonnet, and obviously we're going to be adding more bits to this before we add it to the car. So what we're going to do first is the bits to add to this section first, and then we'll do all the bits to the other part of the car that we need to. So let's carry on with issue, which is here, 84. Okay, so these are all the parts that we've got. We've got a few screws just here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be building our it says air intake grille, which is this part here. So that is going to sit just in there like that, actually, like so. So it just sort of sits in to that little recess, and then this part we're going to do that with, and then we're going to use BP screws to secure that from behind here with 2 holes there. Okay, so there's the air intake valve, intake let and grill behind that. It looks really cool. So that's that. We're next going to flip it up. We're going to put our wheel arch in, which is here, and we are going to secure it in just like that. We're going to use EM screws. So we've got some EM screws just here. We need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. There is more that we're going to be using later on. So what we're first going to do is stick the first one up the top here, I think. Just like that. And then we'll go ahead and do the further 2 just there. Okay, so that's like that. So that's what that looks like. We now need to put that aside for a second. And we need to grab our car. Body shell, and we need to grab our bonnet. So this is the bonnet here, the hood, just like that. So what we need to do is pull out the struts on it, so they're sort of just up like this, and then we're going to place that on here. So they're going to go into these top holes just here on either side, like so. Like that. I'm going to push it down. We're going to flip it up, like so, and we are going to secure it in just here. So just on the outside of the rim section just here. So there's 1, 2, like that. We're going to use GM screws to do that, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that. It seems like it's sitting flush, like so. So what we need to do is put it up and forward a little bit, like so. And then, and if it stays up, it looks perfect. And yeah, looks all right. Make sure though, when you do screw this in, that you really tighten them. They need to be really tight, the screws on this. Okay, so the next bit that we're going to do is our wing, which is here, which is going to go, I'll bring this over here, which is going to sit just here. And we're going to use EM screws on the inside here. So we have 2 at the front here, and then 2 here, 1, 2. We're going to use EM screws. I'm going to do that now. Okay, so there it is. And just want to clarify. So if we come around here, so EM screws just in that bit there, and then there's 2 VM screws in this bit here. There's 1 there and 1 just further up in there. They're VM screws, and as I can show you, it is now fully on the car, which is great. This as well, so it needs to be lifted like so. So don't just pull it up, lift and pull up. And the magazine said it should just stay up, which it does perfectly, like that. And if I close it, like so, it sits nice and flush against the work, nice and flush against the lights as well. So there you go, it looks really good. And yeah, so that brings us an end to issue 83 and 84 of our Knight Rider. And we're starting to put the outer panels on now, which are really good. And obviously the bonnet that we've had lying around for a while. But it's looking good now. It's really starting to come together. There's still another panel to go on the front. We've still got a lot of work actually to do on the back, the lights, the side panels, the roof, the back window. So there's still quite a lot, as you can see. There's still quite a bit to do. Also, as well, it's worth noting that we can just put the lights up just to show that they do go up. I still don't know if I'm going to put the wire in to operate the lights going up or not. I think it's a really cool thing, but I don't think that the car did that. Every time you stick the lights on the car, these go up every time you turn the car on. I don't think that ever happened in the show, but it did have the lights on at the front without the lights being up. So it had like the bottom lights on the bumper on, and there's no function on the car, I don't believe, to do that. Every time you turn the car on, the lights go up and they sort of stay up and on. So I'm not too sure at this stage if I'm going to not connect that up so it doesn't happen. Let us know what you think in the comments, whether I should keep that function or not. I know it's part of the car. It doesn't really matter. It's just a wire that connects up. So it's not that it doesn't work. It's just that I don't think that when I'm turning it on, whether I want that up all the time or not, while the whole car is on. Let us know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. Remember to click like, subscribe. And as always, guys, we will see you at the next video. Take it easy.